the Storms were the MVP, they were. I mean, it was a mixture of things, right? Like, we saw many a flanking Storm throughout the series for Nightmare. Likewise, we saw many a Zealot and DT counterattack and run by as well, where Bjorn was otherwise preoccupied, or because Bjorn was maxed, he didn't quite have units in position to defend, so he would lose base after base. We saw that over time, Nightmare did pull him apart, but now we're embracing a very different TVP as spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss. Representing Weibo Gaming, it is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the French Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Liquid. The current world champion, the best player in the world, it is Clem. And if you are in the chats, you know what time it is. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. As if anyone can stop Clem, I mean, I will say that herO is one of them. herO, he is the best Protoss player in all of South Korea. He has been looking quite strong in recent weeks. herO did take a break. For those that are unaware, herO, he did go on vacation after Esports World Cup and after WTL. He did go on a vacation. Did take a break for like a month or two, but did recently come back, relatively recently came back to competing in the off-season of EPT. And herO was looking a little bit shaky his first week back, but he has reclaimed his otherwise lost skill and is looking on point. Coming into this, I do still favor Clem, 100%, right? Like, it's hard to ever bet really against Clem, as he is the world champion. He's the best player in the world. But despite that, Clem is not infallible, right? We have seen players like herO, players like Dark, players like Shin, players like MaxPax even as well. Bjorn in TvT, like, we have seen them threaten Clem, take maps, and even take series ever since EWC. I would not say that it's like a regular occurrence, not at all, but it's like maybe like once a week sort of thing, or maybe once every 2 weeks. He's brought down by some of these other players, so they have it in them, and it's always good to see like competition and just a more back and forth kind of dynamic here at the highest level of play amongst the top players, showing that they are still quite competitive with each other. As for now, we are getting into our openers of choice. This time, it is going to be a Rax Expand. It is going to be an economic opener here out of Clem. We have not seen this at all today. We've been casting a lot of Bjorn, and Bjorn has been going double gas exclusively almost every single game. So this is it is refreshing. It is refreshing from Clem, going for an economic opener. Meanwhile, across the map, herO opening up with a Twilight Council into Blink. The question becomes, how many gateways, how aggressive or how economic is this Blink opener going to be? Here we go. Catching with the chat. So a guaranteed Protoss final. Yes, we are guaranteed at least one Protoss player in the finals. It could be a PvP finals as well. Yet to be determined. I think the new maps may have more impact on balance than anything in the patch. I would have said that if the overcharge change wasn't a thing. I do think that's a big change. Maybe not the biggest change balance-wise, but biggest change like style-wise. And I would say it's definitely a beneficial thing, a beneficial change. But outside of that, I do agree that the map pool does dictate playstyles more often than not. Does dictate, you know, what is favored, what isn't, when it comes to builds as well. And does often dictate the meta. For the time being, we are going to be settling in. Then behind this, getting to his 1-1-1. So working towards the mid game. And is already working on his tank production as well. Tank Raven, not Tank Banshee. As the that goes down, does take down the Reaper at least. At the same time, Widowmine Job threatens the natural, but we do see herO in position, and he does zone the Widowmines away. So far, so good here for herO. Does hold. Then pulling back, looking for another way in. we go. As we do see the Widowmine drop rotating over towards the main. Do rotate over. They threaten to dive. There are some stalkers in position. Blink is done. We'll see if herO can keep up. So far, so good. Clem just biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment before he does go in with Widowmines. Likewise, herO taking his third base. So 2-gate Blink into a third, now into Charge, into Colossus production. Working towards the mid game. Likewise, so is Clem. And Clem is not all in. Third CC's on the way. It's in the main. Working towards Stim, and he's building up. So we're just calming things down, embracing the mid game. Clem is being active. Ideally, herO wants to spot this and slow it down, but okay, here he does spot it with the observer.
Let our enemy know our fury.
There's someone in position. Yeah, Widowmine drop into the main. Oh, but quick reaction out of herO. He shuts down one of the Widowmines. There's one Widowmine left. And very nice moves here from herO. Clem rotating over. Let's rotate. Knocking down those rocks, gaining access to the fourth. And I believe herO has missed this rotation. Uh-oh. He doesn't know. Doesn't know what's going on. And herO's attention is elsewhere. Army is revealed. You see herO trying to get in position. Reduced him in. And Clemmy goes for the tithe. So far, very nice force fields here out of herO. Slows down the army. Orachar's cleaned up. Mindshot goes off. Nice dodge here from herO. That's a kill. Oh my god, a kill not a cancel on the Nexus. Massive pickup. 400 minerals down the drain. Widowmine drop into the third. herO, he doesn't react in time. 6 probe kills as well. Clemmy's all over this. Disruptor goes down. The Nova doesn't go off. And herO is falling apart. He will clean up the tank at least, and he will force back the army, but these have been some rough trades. Losing the fourth base, losing the Disruptor, drop into the third. Mindshot going off earlier. Vehicle here towards that natural. The Mindshot's up. Going in the Colossus. Cleans up the drop. Fourth base is still denied, and that's the win condition here for Clem. Is deny the fourth over and over again. That's all that Clem needs to do. You're moving out. Hoping to catch those medevacs. Reinforcements have arrived. Disruptor gets caught. Massive pickup. Big overextension by herO. Disruptor goes down, and the Stalkers as well. Clem, he can just stim and win at this point. Yeah, herO just lost far too much, far too quickly. Both losses fall. That's going to be everything that herO had left. Yes, Clem, he's going to commit. He's going to move out. Raven gets shut down in the main. Clem does have a 50 supply lead. And what is he pushing into? There's 2 Disruptors. 2 Disruptors, 2 Novas, 0 Colossus. Never goes up. And Clemmy targets it down. There's 1 Disruptor remaining. Never go. It's not going to connect either. they just don't connect. herO, he breaks the fourth base once again. And this time there just isn't enough to really hold on. There's purely Zealots and Stalkers. A couple of boys are being pulled. The mine shots are brutal. And with that, Clem, we will start things off with a lead here. GG gets called. Clem will take game number 1 and take a lead in the series. GG. GG, well played. Again, initially it did feel like, or it did look like herO, he was holding quite well. He was defending his 4th base quite nicely, but then he lost the 4th base. Then there was a kill, not a cancel on that base, on the Nexus. Likewise, if you remember, it was right after that, or as that was happening, that we did see the Widowmine drop towards the 3rd base, which did get 6 probe kills, and likewise the counter drop into the natural as well. So Clem was all over it, all over him, and it's going to be on herO here to try to bounce back. The pressure is on. As a reminder, this is only a best of 3, so not too many games ahead of us. Too many. Here we go. Was the Widowmine damage nerfed? No, splash radius was reduced. Yes. That was quite some time ago, but yes, that did occur earlier this year, if I remember correctly. Earlier this year. There were changes to the Widowmine, which is also why Widowmine drop openers are heavily reduced when it comes to their frequency of builds in TvP. They're not seen as often as they once were. I mean, they're still sprinkled in, don't get me wrong, but usually before they were very meta. Very meta last year. But now though, we're settling in. We're settling into game 2 and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Side Delta. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming. It is herO. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the French Terran player, the red Terran representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0. We'll see if we can keep things going. It is Clem. Hello, probe. Hello. As herO does move out with a very, very early probe, and with that is setting up for a proxy right outside of the 3rd location. So it is a little bit further back. It is going to be that much more difficult to scout as a result. And we'll see what the plan is going to be here as gateways are being placed. Okay, it's not going to be committed. We have 1 gate at home and 1 gateway proxied. Ideally, the way this works here is that herO, he is hoping that Clem goes for a more economic build. With this, herO, he can go for a Zealot first. So it is, Zealot is being chronoed as we speak. He can also reinforce with an Adept from back home, because Shades, they take less time to move across the map than just regular Stalker movement. So it should be Zealot with a Proxy Stalker with a Adept behind it as well. So just a very aggressive start here. We'll see if it pays off. Zealot moves out. Stalker should be reinforcing. We do see Clem. You see outside, he confirms. He does confirm. He gets eyes on the 3rd. He gets eyes just outside the 3rd base as well. And now Clem is aware of what's going on. Ooh, cancel. Straight up cancel on the CC. A very mature decision here by Clem, realizing he cannot save it. Throws down the bunker. And he should be expanding on the high ground instead. There it is. CC on the high ground. Yep, Zealot has arrived, getting an SCV, working away at the wall, but for the most part, Clem should be fine here, should be safe. As the bunker is almost done. The bunker does complete. Likewise, the depot will survive as well. Thanks to the repairs, thanks to the SCVs. And Clem holds. Now, the only real damage that herO dealt here was he did force the unnatural. Well, I say unnatural. So he did force the CC on the high ground instead. Did delay, so not bad. I'm sure herO was hoping for a little bit more, but value nonetheless. Back at home, it is going to be Blink here from herO. Oh, Nice force field. You're catching out the first Cyclone. First Cyclone does get trapped. Nicely done. Adep shades into the main. Gets eyes on the CC. Smack. Smack for the time being. herO reinforcing. It's just 2 Gate Blink. Shading on the army. Diving on the Cyclone. Hop pick up here out of Clem. Again, Clem is defending with the bare minimum here. On that ramp. Defending with 3 Marines, 1 Cyclone, and a Dream. And he's dreaming. He's holding. So far, so good. He's buying time for extra Marines, for another Cyclone. So far, he's holding well. Now finally expanding. I mean, this is what herO was just hoping to do, is just contain for as long as possible to keep Clem on one base. But finally he breaks out. And he's able to chase down some of these remaining units. I'm just chasing down, just going for the proxy. herO getting his 3rd. Bold move by herO, but he has Blink. Like, Blink is finishing up in a couple of seconds, so should be okay. Stalker sneaking past, catching reinforcements. They get 1, they get 2 Marines. Up, they get 3. 3 Marine kills. Likewise, Clem catching out these Stalkers. Very nice control, saving both Cyclones in the end. Very impressive. Just across the map, herO leading out 4 probes at the natural. Clem all over him. Unsieges, pulls away. Pull away. As Liberator does threaten another dive. herO getting into a splash damage. This time he's not rushing to Storm like he has historically. At least in game 1. This time it is going to be the Bay. He's on the way. So when it comes to relying on Storm, in my mind I was thinking of Nightmare versus Beyond, so I do apologize for that. No. It's all blending together. Not like this. But yeah, this time going into Colossus. Meanwhile, drop into the main. Spotted by herO. Spot and forces the unload. herO, he rotates. I'll drop into the main. Up. Let's force back. Oh, so good. Now, as Clem moves out, he is not all in. Does have a 3rd CC on the way. It's halfway done. But this move out, it's looking quite powerful here. Stim is finishing up as the army gets across the map. Same with +1 in combat shields. Like, they will finish up as the army does lay siege upon the 3rd. So very crisp timing here from Clem. Very crisp. Catches out the Zealots. The army is spotted. At least herO is aware. He's getting ready. Tanks, they do siege up. They surround back the army. Oh my god, massive voice on the sentries. 4th base. The time being is denied. You're expanding elsewhere. Clem gaining ground, pushing forward, stimming in, goes for the dive. He wants a Colossus, he gets it as well. Colossus goes down, massive pickoff. And there is a second Colossus, just barely. Will force back the army, gets over the tanks, gets one, gets two. Two tanks go down, nicely done. There's still a third tank behind this, oh my god. herO will hold. Still though, a much more efficient trade here for Clem. Dropping on the left-hand side. Once again, getting to the mineral line, focusing on the shield batteries. Trying to keep up, but alas, again, these Marines and Marauders have just done so much here, getting 13 probe kills. 13 probes, now to 18-21 as the army comes back in, and herO's being pulled apart. He cannot keep up, not anymore, not with this kind of army. 23 workers. Let me stimming in. Once again, going for the mineral line. We can see Clem just rallying over towards the fourth. Hoping to bring it down, and he will. As it looks like, yeah, he will bring the Nexus down. The main still being active. Colossus attempting to engage, but again, the Colossus, they have no supports. Yeah, there's nothing left with this. And we were hoping for a back and forth series, but alas, it looks like Clem is snowballing out of control. Breaks through the front lines for like the third time this game. I mean, hero's been holding. He's been refusing to die. But there's only so much he can do. Waking back. And pushing in. Once again, dropping into the main. Keeping an army pinned. And GG gets called. It becomes too much to handle, and Clem will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played, Clem. He will take the series here, will advance on. Again, just very strong engagements here from Clem, pulling herO apart left and right. herO just could not keep up. Had a hard time defending his main base, his third base, his natural as well. Likewise, when he was in position, he was being punished for it as well. GG. With that, Clem will take the series, will advance on, and we are here to determine who faces off against Clem in those finals. Will it be one Protoss or the other? It's going to be a PvP between MaxPax and Nightmare. One of the last times we see this specific dynamic of PvP. As a reminder, PvP is going to be looking quite different, specifically from MaxPax in the new patch, in the new PTR, just because of the removal of the shield battery overcharge. For those that are curious, MaxPax, of course, he is known for being very greedy in the PvP matchup, very greedy going for gate expands. But the reason why he can do so is because of his defensive setup. You know, void ray production, shield battery production as well, with overcharges. And I believe that in the PTR, without the overcharge, MaxPax has been having a harder time. But you know, again, we're still focusing on the current patch, the current map pool. We are getting ready. Let's go.